Hello my loves, welcome to my channel, welcome to one of my favourite vlogs of the entire year. Happy September everybody. I can't believe how quickly this year has already gone. I can't believe we're already in our favourite time of the entire year. I'm really excited to finally be in autumn. I know autumn doesn't start until the 21st of September, but for us it starts as soon as the clocks strike midnight on the 1st of September. Today it is the 2nd of September. So yesterday was the 1st of September, and when I woke up that morning, well that night, 31st of August is like my New Year's Eve. It's like my Christmas Eve. I am so excited. I was like, oh my god. Like all day I was like, oh my god, yes, I can't wait. And then yesterday night, that night, I was like, god, oh my god, oh my blooming god, I can't hold it on anymore, I can't wait, get the pumpkin mugs out, get the pumpkin spice lattes out, come on. That day I was like, oh my god, I popped on a very autumnal outfit yesterday. Well, the last couple of days actually, I've been wearing, the last week, I've been wearing more of an autumny outfits, because it's been such a rainy, drizzly, cooler days. I think it's been about 17, 16, 18 degrees. Yesterday it did get up to 21 degrees for a short while. I think mid-morning, mid-afternoon it got back 21, but it was fine. I popped on this grey sweater from H&M. Well, it's actually, I think the original colour is grey beige, beige, grey, I don't know however you would name it, which sits in my wardrobe every single year. I was, in my last video actually, that was filmed on the 30th of August, and I popped on my beige jumper, which I love, and my neutral linen trousers. I find a staple in my wardrobe, especially as the months get cooler, the days get cooler, the weeks get cooler. Linen trousers come into my wardrobe a lot more. Well, realistically, from as soon as it hits spring, summer, I'm living in my linen trousers 24/7, except from points when it gets a bit too hot to wear them, where you have to then show you my legs. But all linen trousers for me is a perfect September bottom. I'm not really about jogging bottoms or loungewear sets. I do own a couple of, I'm not too keen on jogging bottoms. I think jogging bottoms for me, it's the cuffs, especially even though I know you can get jogging bottoms which are just straight legs, grey jogging bottoms. For me, absolutely not. I don't like being baggy. That's the thing. I like everything to be. I don't know if this is too much information or anything, but it might be. But I don't like it where your legs, especially my legs. I don't like it when I know my linen trousers and are a bit baggy and a bit loose, but I like them to be a bit more of a tighter fit around my body, if you know what I mean. So yeah, these are the comfiest, plus I kind of like wearing more smartish outfits. I feel more productive and more comfortable in jeans, not gonna lie, or linen trousers, and a shirt, and loafers, and yeah. Today, I thought we could have a really cozy autumnal day at home. It's supposed to rain in the next couple of hours, which is really nice. I can't wait. As I said, we've had quite a lot more autumnal days this week, and then it's supposed to rain at 10 o'clock, which is in 10 minutes. So the last couple of days it's been really autumnal, not going to lie, and it's been giving me I've just been something that I've been craving, especially as the last couple of months we've had heat waves after heat waves after heat waves. I'm sick of that now. I want what? I want cold months. I've been craving cold autumnal months. So anyway, I thought we could have a really nice, cosy autumnal day at home. We're going to be decorating for autumn today. I wasn't too sure if I was going to do this today or tomorrow, but I thought we could do it today because I can't wait any longer. There's a few things that I want. There's still a few things that I still want to try and maybe get or do for this autumn. But majority of my, so we're just going to put out the majority of my autumn decorations that we've already got, and then if I see anything that I want to get in the next couple of weeks, then I will buy it and I'll just stick it out. I'll just stick it out, find a home for it, and leave some bits around, which would be fine. But I do want to start decorating for autumn this today. Have a really cozy evening at home. A really cozy evening at home with the rain, and I want to start my autumnal book today. I want to start also, so my goal this year in terms of like my main goals are, I want to read the entire book and listen to the entire Pumpkin Spice Cafe book by Laurie Gilmore, and then I want to, so that's my main goals, and then I also want to completely finish Gilmore Girls. If you watched my last video, you will know that I last year, it was my first year watching it, and I didn't watch the whole series. I got maybe up to season 4, season 3, and I want to watch the whole of that series, and then their like reboot, which they did a couple of years ago. So there's only 4 episodes, so that will be done like in an evening pretty much. And then I also want to try Virgin River, because so many content creators, especially people like Gemma Louise Miles, goes on about it, and I just want to try it for myself, see if it is a bit of me. It sounds like a bit of me. This young female goes to move to a little countryside town called Virgin River, and it's pretty much her taking on life in this. I think she was living in like the city to begin with, and yeah, it's just her like kind of coping in like more of a slower like visual in life, which I think would be really, really nice to watch. I think it's also like a mystery, romance, bit of thriller, which would be really nice, bit of a drama series. So I thought we could watch that as well. Also mention, so whilst I am in the process of trying to find somewhere for like in terms of work, this is going to be my job. I'm going to concentrate on social media this couple of weeks, months, how long it will take me to find a job, especially IT as well. Like I do want to maybe try and find somewhere in IT. My goal is try and find somewhere in IT before January the 1st, and then after January, if I still haven't, or maybe a bit before then, if I still haven't found a job before then, this doesn't take off before then I should say, then I'll just find like a little simple, maybe part-time job, just so I've got a bit of income to support this content creation journey, making this my job. So I would love it if you could hit subscribe, go and follow me on all of my other socials, just to build up, because you never know, in the next couple of months I could gain, like, let's say on TikTok, I could gain 10,000 followers, my views and my likes and my engagement on my videos, or especially on, like, let's say on TikTok, might build right up, if you know what I mean. And I can't wait to spend a cozy couple of days with you all. But first, before we go upstairs, we're going to make ourselves a cozy autumn drink.
The breeze brings goosebumps to my skin. Tonight the whiskey feels stronger. Gasoline on hidden desires. So
okay, so I've laid out all of the autumn decor that we're going to be using this year. There is a lot more, by the way, like some leaves and just a lot more stuff. But this is all the stuff that I want to use this year. As I said in the intro, in the next couple of weeks, because realistically this isn't enough for me. I need more. I need candles, and I need like some more like bouquets or something like that, just to add to the shelves, because if you popped these all around the room, the shelves are just going to feel a bit bare, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to quickly go around and show you where everything is from. So this print is actually from Temu. They've got some really nice affordable prints on Temu. The plan actually was for them to go in this frame here. However, I ordered the wrong size, and I ordered two, because I've got two frames somewhere. There's another one somewhere, yeah, on my bedside table, which I was hoping to put one in that frame, which would have gone on the shelving over here, and then another one maybe on my bedside table or something like that. However, because they were too big, I had to cut them up and pop them into two smaller frames, and then I decided to use the other one in this big frame here because it fits perfectly. I think it is the size. This print is for this photo frame. Got this garland, which I had to cut down to fit my windowsill. It's a little bit thin, and it's thin and you name it, but I think it will work really, really nicely once it's styled nicely on the windowsill. My garland from last year leaked, so by the time autumn came, by the time Christmas came around, and I took down all the autumn decor down. You can see on the windowsill where a few of the leaves had sat, because it dyed the windowsill slightly. It's slowly coming off. And then I've got these pumpkins. This is from Primark a few years ago. This is from Poundland. This is my first ever pumpkin that I ever bought. And then we've also got this one from TK Maxx. Same with this one. This little garland, beaded garland, which I'm not too sure which I'm going to use yet. And then I've got these four. These are a set actually. It comes with a slightly more of a really, really orange pumpkin, but yeah, which I'm not going to use. So these came as a set with those, and then I got these. So those are from Temu, and then I got these from Morrison's. I think a few years ago, maybe last year. And then I made this little pumpkin this year. No, not this year. Last year. And then I got this little bow. These little leaves. These are actual real leaves from Scotland one year, which I've kept. And then I've also got these little leaves, which they look fake, and you can tell, and they feel and look really, really fake. So I am on the hunt for some new ones, but last year I just wanted to get some autumnal bits, and I couldn't be bothered to actually
let it burn. my old lighter. This cigar helps me slow down, thinking back to all I loved and lost. My heart is full and aching strong, so I'll throw another log on the fire. Let it burn. Let it burn. Let it burn. Let it burn.
Guys, no, I can't. Okay, I think my room is done. I'll go around and show you what I've done in a minute. I don't know how much you are able to see because it's so difficult to film in my room with like my sister's tripod. I need to get my own phone tripod actually. I had to buy my sister's tripod. With that tripod, the tripod that you're sitting on, and like a load of stuff all over my room. So trying to film a decorate with me for autumn is very, 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 very hard, especially as my room is also very, very small. I can't. I kept falling over. I moved the tripod actually to get a nice bigger clip of me putting a few pumpkins down, just getting those kind of clips. I kept, whenever I step back to have a look, because I've got to stand back, look at it for 5 minutes, see if it needs changing. There's a few bits that I want to just go around and change. That, for example, there's not that orange pumpkin. I think does not go there. I might pop it up, and whatever. Like over here, I don't know. It just doesn't really go. And there's just bits which I'm like, it might need to change it. I'm really happy with the garland. I was a bit worried about the garland not like sitting properly, but I think I've got it to the point where it's not going to move and it doesn't look too weird, if that makes sense. But yeah, just trying to like, because what I wanted to do was put some pumpkins on, like film pumpkins actually like being put on and stuff. I wanted to play around with different angles, different shots, but every time I stood back I fell over my camera, and or the tripod, and 2 tripods in my room is not the best thing to have. When we move into my forever home, when we move into my first home, I should say, doesn't have to be my forever home. Decorating for autumn or decorating for Christmas might be its own little video, which I'm really, and it will give me a bit more space, because if we're decorating in the kitchen and it's a kitchen dining, I can pop you like a bit further away, if you know what I mean, because the space will be bigger, but in a bedroom this size it's a bit of awkward to film it. So I do apologise if you can't really see what I'm doing, or so anyway, I've just paused Gilmore Girls. I'm actually going to head downstairs in a bit, which I've tidied up, showed you what I've done. The only thing that I haven't used is my homemade pumpkin. I popped him on the top shelf, and it just kind of looked a bit flat, so I might have to redo him. I might have to like sort him out, and then I might end up popping him actually on the bedside table. I'm looking for, which I'm hoping maybe we can get in the next couple of weeks, is an autumn candle to replace, well, not to replace, but to go on one of the things, one to go like over there. I'll show you in a sec, and then maybe some other little bits. Definitely something to go on my bed, like an autumnal like cushion or something, bigger, maybe like a big like plumped cushion or something. And obviously, I want some more mugs. Okay, so this is my shelving. So I've just popped up my autumnal print, which normally holds my bust print in. Here, it does kind of look a bit weird, because obviously at Christmas time I have my Christmas print, which is portrait as well. But as I pick my bust print, which is landscape, which fills up this bit of the shelf a little bit more. I don't know, and I've had it since January when I took down all of the Christmas decorations, packed away the print and whatever. I don't know, I'm just so used to having that there like that, but I quite like it here. This is the only place for this to go. I kind of like on top of the top shelf a print. I don't know, it just kind of looks really, really nice. I've then added my first ever autumnal pumpkin up here. This is where it normally sits actually. I've just as you may know, it's got that boo, so I just cover up the boo, and it just sits there. So here, I'm actually thinking of getting something to go here. I don't know if I want maybe to pop an orange pumpkin, but then I was thinking this orange pumpkin and then this pumpkin here. I don't know if it just it feels a little bit too much. So I'm thinking of getting a nice autumnal candle to go there. I thought these little white pumpkins here. This is actually a fake faux box. It's actually just a box. It's literally just paper. And then that's not straight. Then I've just, as I said, I've just added this. I don't know if I'm going to re-add that back up there and then get a candle to go here. And then down on this shelf, I just popped this cut out of the prints here. In this frame, for some reason, it doesn't quite. I don't know if I need to cut it a little bit more and then bring it over a little bit, but I don't think it can go in the middle, not like my other print. My other photo frame, and then I've just popped out this pumpkin and just kept everything pretty much the same. I've just re-added these. I did add these on the 1st of September, maybe 31st, because I was eager, but I wanted to show you how I decorate. And then I've just popped these little other 3 pumpkins. There's 4 of these and 4 of those because there were 12. £1 for a pack of 12, which on Temu, which I find is really, really nice. I've just obviously got my keys, a bit of the print. There is another pumpkin as you saw over there, but it didn't. It was cut weirdly, so I need to go around and recut that again before it can go in my other print. But I'm quite happy with just the big one and then just these 2 little pumpkin prints. Then I've also got these little other ones here. Didn't really do anything other than just add that little orange book with that garland. I don't know if I'm going to keep that there. I don't know if that looks just silly or something, but I wanted to do something on the bottom. That is actually one of those 3D lights which you can get. I got one for Christmas, and you can write on it, and it kind of like shines. It kind of gives it like a little 3D effect. But I need to change the countdown. I haven't been counting down. Like, I have a countdown on my phone which I use and I go and check each morning and everything, but I just sometimes forget, so I'm going to change that, but it needs a clean. So I think that was the reason why it just needed a clean, and I can see like finger marks on it when it was turned on and stuff. So I just left it. Then over here, I've just added this little white pumpkin. Again, I might add a nice little autumny candle here. I'm not too sure. And then I added the garland, which I absolutely love. I wish these leaves were more facing this way, so I might play around with it a little bit just to get a few more of the leaves to face this way rather than the back way. But I think it's fine, and it kind of looks a bit more realistic. Like, that's how it's landed on the windowsill. And then I've just added the Morrison's pumpkins, which I absolutely love. These are actually my favourite ultimate pumpkins. So that is my room for now. I do need to fucking clean this floor, but we are getting a new Hoover. So our old one has packed up, so we're getting a new one. So I'm gonna just wait until that arrives because, well, we haven't got a Hoover to use. My mum was using it over the weekend and then it just stops. We've tried charging it multiple times, and we've realised actually it's just like broken itself. It was starting to break anyway, and it was kind of like a really, we've had it for so many years now. We had it before we moved here, so yeah, we've had it for so long. But yeah, I'm really happy with this year's autumn decor. I do wish I had a few more bits to put out. I'm really, as I said, I am looking for some more different ones to go in here just to replace these, just because they do look a little bit more like fake, and I am more of a neutral kind of gal. I'm not a gal, but you know what I mean. Okay guys, I have just made myself a quick little lunch. I've just got a quick and easy salad with cucumber, some pork that needs to be cut up, some lettuce, and I've just said, I think some people might think that's a weird combo, like a salad and sweet chili sauce, but I really like it. And I've also got some quavers on Gilmore Girls on my laptop. I'm on season 1, episode 12, with my CV up. Whilst I was at my work experience, he looked at my CV. One of the people looked at my CV and went, "Okay, this is how I would like have it. Like, you know, you could maybe take this bit out." He just gave me some bits which I could maybe improve on. So I'm gonna get on with that. I did start it on Saturday actually, but it was coming to the end of the day. I was getting a bit tired, and it kind of stressed me out a little bit because even though he's written stuff down and circled bits, I got a bit confused. What he like. Why has he circled this bit? And I've worked it out now. But anyway, I'm gonna get on with a bit of that. Watch a bit of Gilmore Girls, and yes, thinking that maybe this evening we're going to pop on the series. We might pop on the series Virgin River. Going to just catch up on. So I'm going to watch that this evening, and then also this evening we're having a Tesco order. And what Mum started to do is go around everybody in the house, so she'll put on anything that she needs for like dinners, because she's the main person that cooks in our family. My sister and I will take turns, maybe once a week, twice a week. I've started to cook more for myself now, but I do like occasionally, at least like I'll cook for myself once or twice a week, and then the rest of the time like I'll eat like with my family, because I kind of like sitting down as a family, eating a dinner, having a catch up, that kind of thing. It's really like wholesome for me, and something that I'm gonna definitely miss once I move into my own home. Whenever that happens, it's like daydreaming of the future. What she does is she goes around like my dad, my sister, me, and asks what would we want in this week's food shop. So I've asked for apples, and some like pastry, like pre-made pastry, because I thought I could do some cinnamon donuts, like apple donut things. So pretty much I saw last year someone who I follow, she made these. She got some apples, she cut them apples up, and she dipped them in some cinnamon. She took out the core at the middle of the apple, and then wrapped around the pastry around the outside of the apple, to make like a little donuts, and then cooked them, and then sprinkled cinnamon again over. You don't have to maybe add cinnamon on top, especially as it's already got cinnamon in. But I thought maybe sometime this week we can maybe make them, which is something that I can't wait to do. Hopefully we don't burn them like we did with cinnamon rolls. So yeah, September, and the cozy season is upon us. I like to do a seasonal wallpaper for my laptop. I normally do it from my phone as well, but I'm thinking I want to just go for a bit more of a plain, basic kind of vibe. Just keeping it very like the same. So I thought what we do together is we'll create a wallpaper together. I'll show you how I do it, and yeah. So I thought we could make one of those. Tesco has just been and arrived. They did it in the most annoying time. So I just went upstairs to go to the toilet because the boiler man has just left, and I wanted to leave it for a few minutes because of the boiler and stuff, because it's gas. You could, and like who's turning on, like turning it on and stuff like that. You can smell a bit of gas sometimes. And he said, "Oh yeah, that smell. It's just fine. It's just it's fine and stuff." Like he confirmed, like the smell that you're smelling is just because of like the radiators and like everything that he does to test to see if it works, and it's fine and everything. So, which I knew already, but it was one of those pongy smells, and I couldn't go upstairs and do it. So I waited for like 10 minutes, and then after because he said like 10-20 minutes after I leave and stuff, it will be fine. So I went up 30 minutes later just to give it an extra like smell, because sitting on there, that would be disgusting. That would not be right for it to be like, oh my god. So anyway, I sat down, went to do my business, and I heard a car would go down the drive. I went, okay, right, is this Tesco? Oh my god, it's Tesco. Oh my god, it's Tesco. Isn't it? Quickly, get up. And then I went, oh, actually, I could actually like wash my hands and everything. Oh my god, it could literally just be the guy. There's a guy, electrician, who lives in our street, who every lunchtime around this time as well, like comes home and has lunch. And I was like, oh my god, it's him. It's just him. It'll be fine. Oh no, knock on the door. So anyway, I'm going to let's make our wallpaper together. I'm going to show you how I do it. What we're going to go for. I think we're going to go for something more cozy, minimal, but autumn, if you know. I use Canva to make everything that I use for social media, like my thumbnails. I've got an intro which I've used in my first autumn video, which I'm not too sure if I'm going to use now. I don't know. I'm not 100% happy with the autumn leaves that fall down. If you've watched that video, you will think. So what I like to do is I go on, click on desktop wallpaper. Okay, so then it's going to bring up. Once it brings up, okay, so it's going to bring up some templates. Now I might just type in the word autumn, see what comes up. We've got some bits like this. So I'm thinking we might do something like this, very much like, but we might do it on like a very neutral thing. We might even have, I don't know if we might have autumns for some of these items. I might actually copy of a very neutral colour. I don't like it over similar. This is the one I've got currently. So it says you matter. The colour on the screen is completely different. It's more of like a brown. So yeah, just play around with the settings really. I might
Till all that's left is ash. Till all that's left is ash.
Okay, so this is what I have came up with. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it because it does it kind of focuses on, but pretty much it says hello autumn, and then I've also got some, like, I don't even know what they are, acorns, and then I've got a mushroom and a leaf. I don't know if I wanted to add like a nice little pumpkin under here. I was trying to add like a nice little pumpkin under here, but I don't know. I'll pop it on screen. But yeah, I'm one of those people that I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god, like, I don't know what else to do. Like, I've been playing around with it, and it's just like, do I want a pumpkin? Yes. How big of a pumpkin do I want it? Like, do I want it underneath? Does that look a bit stupid? Do I want to replace those acorns? I'm going to play around with it for a few more hours, I think, or I'm just going to play around. I think I'm going to play around with it for the next couple of days. It's not something that it's not something that I, like, urgently want. Autumn inspired playlists. So for me, 19, the album 19 by Adele, is, I don't know, it just gives me autumn vibes. Adele, then you might, like, agree. Same with 30. Like 30 and 19, I don't know, it just gives me autumn vibes. There's particular songs, if you don't know Adele, or if you don't listen to her music and you haven't listened to either 13 or L or 19, there's a song on 30 called, like, Strangers by Nature. That just gives me autumn vibes. All Night Parking, again, that just gives me autumn vibes. And Writer's Rain, Hometown Glory, I'm sorry, but all of those just give me autumn coziness, like autumn coziness. So I listened to this person called Calm by Nature. They have a YouTube channel. They're the ones that majority on YouTube. They post like backgrounds, like scenes. You've probably heard me talking about. Oh, that's the wrong one. Talking about. Here it is. Talking about them all of the time, but pretty much first thing in the morning or from now on to Christmas, because they do Christmassy ones. I will be listening to Calm by Nature, and I listen to vintage full coffee shop music. I don't know if it's copyrighted, so we will have a quick listen. Because oh my god, it gives me such cozy vibes. I also listen to, I've got an autumn, I'm currently creating an autumn playlist, but I'm not done yet. I will add a few more, so I won't share that. Once I've finished with it, it'll be done in the next couple of days. I'll pop up my Instagram story, so definitely go and check that out. Done. But expect a lot of like 19, the album 19 Fire Down on there. But if you are interested in like alternate playlists, Spotify, Apple Music, they have thousands of playlists. Quite a lot of playlists. So pretty much all you've got to do, are this one. It is Autumn. It's by a girl called Evie, and then she's got some like We Fell in Love in October, and that's why. If you are in the need of like a perfect, like you just want to maybe head to college, head to school, you listen to your music, pop it in, and you want like an autumn playlist to get in, or even like pop it around the house. So that one, I'll leave that one down below, and then we also have if you type in autumn background music, so instead of just background, just autumn and then background, I love this one. All jazz music. I am in my jazz. Like I love a bit of jazz. Not gonna lie. And I don't know this playlist. Just gives me all the cozy autumnal vibes. It's by Cosy Coffee Shop. I think they also have a YouTube playlist. Yes, they do. Here it is. So yeah, they have also Cosy Coffee Corner Shop if you just type in their name, or at Cosy Coffee Shop Official. They have thousands and thousands of.
I saw you down the motorway. There was something about you that day. I can still hear the shimmering sound. The hill is near, let's get right up. Walk up to the very top. I couldn't tell the sky from the ground. I know my life will never be the same after that day. You wrap me around your fingers and you stay. I don't ever wanna be alone again. In spite of all, you're my best friend.
Hello, my loves. It is now 10 o'clock. I am just about to get into bed and go to sleep. So I just wanted to quickly come on and say good night. Thank you so much for watching. If I look like right now a ghost, it's because I got my ring light on, and so you can see, and it kind of makes me look like a ghost on camera, which really. Watch Virgin River, and if you haven't watched it, it is so good. I'm gonna kind of like watch maybe one a week, one episode a week or something. I'm not too sure, or maybe one a day. I'm not really too sure about. So I have just watched one of those. It is really really good. I only watched, obviously, as I said, one. I think it's going to be something that I'm going to watch every year. Well, for me, I have to watch at least one or two seasons to like seasons, a couple of episodes at least, to see if it's something that I really like, if you know what I mean, because the first episode could be okay. Then the second episode, it could get in a little bit more, or the last bit of the episode could get of the first episode, it could get like really really good, cliffhanger. But yeah, I think it is a really really good. I then popped on a bit of Gilmore Girls. I'm actually on episode 1, season 1, episode 14, 13, it's one of those 13 when I have, so I've got about a couple of more episodes to watch, about 8 more episodes to watch, which if I watch 3 tomorrow, or 4 tomorrow, depending on how much I get in. So let's say we watch 4 tomorrow, then I'll have to watch another 3 on Thursday. So I will be on season 2 by next week, which is really exciting. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next vlog. Bye my loves.